Yo, what's good, combo crew? It's the one only combo Zanger, and today I catch you with other super hot fire banger, man. And today I'll be showing you how to create the ultimate prime Dwight Howard build in NBA 2K23 next gen. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot. At the time of this recording, we're almost at 270 subscribers, so I really appreciate you guys a lot. And now let's teach you how to create the greatest prime Dwight Howard build in NBA 2K23. For the position, you want to go with center because that's a position Dwight Howard used to play on the Orlando Magic. And for the hand, for the jersey number, this does not matter at all. You can pick whatever you want for the hand or the jersey number, but I'm going to go with right because I'm a right-handed person in real life. And the jersey number, I'm going to go with number 12 because that's the number he wore on the Orlando Magic. So you can pick whatever your favorite number. If you don't have one, just pick a random number. And for the hand, it does not matter, it's your preference, but I'm going to go with right and 12 drip for the jersey number. And now let's get into the body settings. And for the height, you're going to go with 6'10" because it's the height he's listed at in real life. For the weight, you're going to go with 265 pounds because it's also the way he's listed at in real life. Wingspan, you're going to go with 7'5" because it's also what his wingspan is in real life. And for the body shape, this does not matter at all. Pick whatever you want, but I'm going to go with build because I like the way it looks on my player. And also, this is the Dwight Howard build, and he's really strong, so I'm going to go with build. But follow the height, weight, and wingspan. You can pick whatever body shape you want. So this is what you want to go for the body settings. And now let's get into the attributes. And for the finishing, for the close shot, you want to go with a 90 close shot because he's one of the best finishers in his prime. He was one of the best finishers in the NBA, probably the best finisher in the NBA. That's really debatable. So he's one of just best finishers in the NBA in his prime because he was like a 3-time defensive player of the year. He could dunk on people. He's a dunk contest a lot. So you want to go with a 90 close shot. Now for the driving layup, you want to go with a 75 driving layup because he's not really much of a guy who does layups, but he's definitely more of a dunker, but he can still do layups because he's a big guy. So we're going to go with a 75 driving layup. And for the driving dunk, you want to go with a 93 driving dunk because he literally was in a dunk contest like 3 times, and he literally dunked on anybody. If you throw the lob up to him, he's catching that thing and dunking it on you. That's how scared he was. I would be really scared if I played against Dwight Howard in his prime. So you're gonna go with a 93 driving dunk. And for the standing dunk, you want to go with a 90 standing dunk because, like I said, he's one of the best dunkers in the NBA, one of the best dunkers of all time. So you want to go with a 90 driving dunk or a 90 standing dunk. For the post control, you want to go with a 70 post control because he can play the post. He didn't shoot a lot of post fades, but he did a lot of post hooks. So you want to go with a 70 post control. And this is what you want to go for the finishing. And now let's get into the shooting. And for the shooting, for the mid-range, you want to go with a 54 mid-range because he's definitely not a shooter. That's not what he's known for. He's known for his defense and his finishing. So you want to go with a 54 mid-range. And for the three-pointer, if you're looking to shoot three-pointers, you're definitely not going to be able to on this build because it's Dwight Howard. And also because we have a 31 three-pointer on this build because he's not a shooter like how he is in Taiwan. He can make a lot of three-pointers in Taiwan, but in the NBA, he was one of the worst three-point shooters ever. So you want to go with a 31 three-pointer. And for the free throw, I'm actually going to go with a 71 because I just want to make free throws when I'm getting fouled in my career or prime and park. We're just going to go with a 71, even though it's not really that realistic to him. This is the only non-realistic part about this player is the free throw. So we're going to go with a 71 free throw. This is what you want to go for the shooting. And now let's get into the playmaking. For the playmaking, you want to go with a 45 pass accuracy because he's definitely not a Chris Paul passer. He could pass the ball, but we want to go with a 45 pass accuracy because he doesn't pass like Steph Curry or Chris Paul or LeBron James. He's a center who catches lobs and plays defense really well. So he's definitely not going to be the one throwing dimes across the court. So we're going to go with a 45 pass accuracy. And for the ball handle, we're going to go with a 44 ball handle because he doesn't have Kyrie Irving dribble moves or anything like that because he's 6'10", he's 265 pounds, and he has a 7'5" wingspan. And he's really strong, so it's really hard for him to do a lot of crazy dribble moves. So we're going to go with a 44 ball handle. And for the speed with ball, we're going to go with a 25 speed with ball because he's not dribbling up the court like he's the Aaron Fox or somebody. He's a center who catches lobs. So you want to go with a 25 speed with ball. This is what you want to go for the playmaking. And now let's get into the defense. And for the interior defense, you want to go with a 90 interior defense because he's like one of the best defenders ever, like big man defenders ever. Because he has like 2 defensive player of the years. They were all on Orlando. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. So we can already consider him one of the best defenders ever for a big man. So we're gonna go with a 90 interior defense. And for the perimeter and steal, we're gonna go with a 50 perimeter defense and a 50 steal because he wasn't really playing on the perimeter like that because he was usually in the paint guarding his guy, which is probably a big man. So you want to go with 50 perimeter defense and a 50 steal. And for the block, you want to go with a 95 block because he was one of the best shot blockers in the NBA at his time in Orlando. So you want to go with a 95 block. And for the rebound, you want to go with a 94 offensive and defensive rebound because he was also one of the best rebounders in the NBA. So this is what you want to go for all of the defense. And now let's get into the physicals. And for the physicals, for the speed and acceleration, you want to go with a 60 speed and a 60 acceleration because he wasn't the Aaron Fox fast or John Wall fast. He's like a big man. He's 265 pounds. But he was definitely still quick for his size because he was so big. He's definitely still pretty quick. So we're gonna give him a 60 speed acceleration, and for the strength, we're gonna go with 93 strength because we want to give him gold bully badge. We could have given him Hall of Fame, but we didn't have enough attribute points for that. So we're gonna go with a 93 strength, which is really good, so you could just throw people out the way in the game. So we're gonna go with a 93 strength. And he's also really strong. He's like one of the strongest guy in the NBA. So you want to go with a 93 strength. And for the vertical, we're gonna go with an 82 vertical because he literally he put a sticker 12 feet high on the backboard, and so which is pretty crazy. He's 6'10" and he's 265 pounds, and he's jumping that high, which is really crazy. So you want to go with an 82 vertical, also to get contact dunks in the game. So we're gonna go with an 82 vertical. And for the stamina, we're gonna go with a 96 stamina because we're gonna go almost max out. We just took one down so we can get some extra attribute points. But we're gonna go with a 96 stamina. So this is what you want to go for all the attributes. And now let's get into the takeover. And for the primary takeover, you want to go with paint intimidation because I'd be really scared. Even if I was LeBron James, I'd be scared to go up against Dwight Howard in the paint because he was so big. He was really good defensively. So you want to go with paint intimidation. And for the secondary takeover, you want to go with stuff blocks because he's one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. Like I said, when he was on Orlando in his prime. So we're gonna go with these 2 takeovers, but you can put them on whatever you want. But this is my personal preference. Since we only have 2 takeovers on here, which is rim protecting and glass cleaning, so you can pick whatever you want from there. But I'm gonna go with these 2 takeovers. And now let's get into the outro. And as you see, we have built a paint beast. We are similar to Robert Parrish, Clint Capella, and Robert Williams, which is really good because Dwight Howard was a defensive menace. So I think all of these players are really good defensively, especially Clint Capella and Robert Williams and Robert Parrish. So this is a really good build if you want to be one of the best inside centers in the NBA, or in my career, exactly in the NBA, or in the park, or the rec. This is one of the best builds if you want to be a defensive menace and an offensive menace where you can dunk on people and get a lot of blocks. So I definitely recommend you make this build if you want to play like prime Dwight Howard. Thank you guys for watching. Go check out my other videos and go check out my YouTube short and my TikTok, which will all be in the outro of the video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm out, man. Peace.